सो हेलो गाइस, वेलकम वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। मैं हूं मांडवली किंग, आपका दोस्त, होस्ट, मित्र, भाई, जो कुछ भी आप बोल सकते हो। आपका स्वागत करता हूं आपके अपने इस चैनल पे जिसका नाम है वात्रट स्क्वाड। वेलकम वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम गाइस। सभी का स्वागत है स्ट्रीम पर फिर से एक बार। किंगडम कम डेलीवरेंस खत्म तो नहीं हो रहा है, पर कोशिश करेंगे अब। 10 लाइक्स का एम भी रखेंगे भाई। तो जो कोई भी आ रहा है लाइक कर देना। एक सेकेंड। 1 1 लाइक, 1 1 लाइक्स रखते, ऐसे अपने बढ़ेंगे ना। देखो, 11 लाइक्स का है। रुको, हाँ, 1 1 1 1 1 लाइक्स, फिर बाद में 1 1 1 लाइक्स, फिर बाद में 1 1 1 1 लाइक। हाँ, इधर आवाज क्यों नहीं आ रहा है गेम का? मेरा आ रहा ना आवाज? चेक 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 चेकिंग्स, चेकिंग्स आ रहा है। मेरा तो आवाज आ रहा है पर गेम का आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। गेम को क्या हो गया पता नहीं। हाँ, हो गया। और गाइस, जो भी स्ट्रीम देख रहा है, स्ट्रीम लाइक करने को बोलना।
Why are you
चुप रहे, कट का दिमाग खराब मत कर। इधर एक गाड़ दूंगा, समझे ना? रुको इनको मारने का विषय लू क्या? अरे साले मर नहीं रहे रे ये। क्या बोलूं अभी, मर ही नहीं रहे। इतना पीछे तो नहीं है ना, तो मेरे को याद है। शील्ड किधर है? अरे जल्दी चल। हाँ इसका। एक को तो मार दिए, दूसरे को मारना है। एक सेकंड। सब कैसा नहीं। पता नहीं रे क्या विषय, किधर जा रहा है।
I feel quite hungry.
चाइला। मैंने ये लोग को मारा था रे, शायद। इधर फिलहाल एक ही है। वही तो है, एक को ही मारने है। अभी इधर में कुछ हगना नहीं बनता। ये वाले मूवमेंट पे अगर आके मैं हगा तो वांदे हो जाएंगे बहुत ज्यादा। फाक, वही तक दिया था ये लोग ने भाई। वही तक दिया था, बहुत वही तक दिया था ये लोग ने। Guys, whoever is watching the stream, please hit the like button.
Yeah.
Because if your one like can give me tons of motivation, you know. ए बात कर साले
Good
मेरे
health to you, sir.
से।
I've taken care of those two cutthroats.
You do look like you've been in a fight with someone.
If you think I look bad, you should see how they ended up.
How'd they end up?
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby. A little way along the route to Ujits, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an overgrown trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information. Thank you, charcoal burner.
Good luck to you.
सो लेता बाबा गेम। उदित उदित हेड किधर? उदित उदित ये जिंजर।
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
Charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognize? Who was it? Talk!
Don't know his name, only that he's from Ushets and he has a limp.
Limp? Tell me about the limping one.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushets, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What?
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but
He limped.
It's...
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. Only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light. But it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough. But then all the killing started. It was terrible. Like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life.
Limp क्या
He
रहता है?
ran
Limp?
off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What did they quarrel?
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big.
Limping
That's
means
all I can
langadna.
remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead.
हेनरी ऐसी
Probably
था
wouldn't have
इसके
done any good
जैसा.
anyway.
But still...
हेनरी चेंज हो गया
There's
और ये
nothing you could
लेडीज
do.
की तरह रो रहा है.
That's all. I've heard everything I...
Wait! What about me?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
तू सोया रे साले। बेटू किधर जाता रे? फास्ट ट्रेवल करते इसकी भैन की। बर्गर 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 ठीक आहे बाप रे एवढा लेट. हा आता काय आता काय आता काय आता काय आता काय आता काय.
Oh,
जोरा.
good afternoon.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, man.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill us.
Yes
Those are
ma'am
just
सुन के लो.
excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
हाँ
And now we're
ना.
supposed to take him back. What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
Sorry to bring him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. May the Lord watch over you.
अच्छा ये बर्नर्ड इधर है.
Well, look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy, and
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzig, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone.
एक्टिंग क्यों कर
Never
रहा है
crossed my
बुड्ढे?
mind he wanted to get himself killed.
I...
Sorry, I'd like to kick your arm.
एक सेकेंड ना गाइस. बाप है रे भी. बाप है बाप. एक सेकेंड एक सेकेंड. किधर है? Saradzic. I know.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he
Guys,
was
whoever
right.
is watching the
They
stream,
were
please hit
asking
the
you
like
about
button.
him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Sir Raj,
Greetings. What do you need?
what do I need?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
But the boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujits, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Auschwitz then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Mehoyed and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir. Why choose Mehoyed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
I don't
Creating
know.
fear. Such great terror that you
अच्छा,
won't even
fear के लिए
squeak
कर
when they
रहे हैं।
come to cut your throat.
एक सेकेंड, ये वीडियो रैंक ही नहीं कर रही किधर? वाओ, यूट्यूब, थैंक्स यूट्यूब्स, थैंक यू सो मच। कटिया यूट्यूब चाय चखा।
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
That's all I found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new. God be with you.
खाने का सोए कुछ है क्या? खाने का भाई, खाने का। नो खाने का सोइस। पानी खाना पड़ रहा है इसकी बहन की। किधर जाने का है अभी? ऊजिट जाने का है। पहले इधर अनएक्सप्लोर्ड प्लेस क्या है वो देख के जाता हूँ। आर्चरी रेंज। भाई भाई भाई, घोड़े देखो, घोड़ों से लगा होते जा रहा है मेरे को रे। वाव यार वाव। स्पीड कम है बेटा। वाओ, स्टेमिना सेम है मतलब नहीं। ब्लैकी घोड़ा ब्लैकी। स्पीड कम है, कैपेसिटी कम है, स्टेमिना ठीक ठाक। ब्राउन वाले घोड़े मेरे को पता नहीं, पसंद ही नहीं आते को। ये मेरे को थोड़ा स्पीड कम है पर बाकी सब अच्छा ऐसा नहीं, पर ठीक है। स्टैमिना देखो इस घोड़े की माँ का इसका। वाह, ये वाइट पांड्रिया। स्पीड कम है बेटे का, स्टैमिना 410। ये देख, सेक्सी सेक्सी भाई। स्पीड कम है, कैपेसिटी ठीक है। अरे अरे, वाह वाह, बहुत अच्छी बहुत अच्छी। घोड़ो कौन है स्टड फार्म का ओनर्स कौन है भाई? ला अंदर भी है। और से वो मेरे को भी मालूम है।
Hey,
चुप रहे। अब भी था ना वो एक। साले उधर था ना, एक्टिंग भाई। इधर सो के जाते ना आज के दिन। चालमबर्ग। पहुंचते पहुंचते नींद आ गया टैलमबर्ग। Guys, whoever is watching the stream, please hit the like button. रोहन घेऊन टाक गेम हा. हे अशी गेम खेळ भाई. जाम जाम म्हणजे जाम भारी. मी एकदा हे गेम खेळून तर बघ. चायला कसलेच बाप आहेत.
Always in the evening, well, there's still a bit of light, she sits down and gets on with it. And she's quite deft. You're right there. Anyway, I showed a couple of pieces she made last time to old Tonda from Tabor, the one I buy goods from. And he said right away he'll take them. And how much do I want for them?
Well, now.
I was surprised myself, but I wasn't sure Betty would even want to sell them. I have to
बात है बात.
And what did Betty have to say?
She was well pleased, as you can imagine.
The horses.
Even more when I...
God almighty, why? What would they do that for?
I'm baffled myself.
चले चल जाते. इधर इधर कुछ रखा नहीं है अपने लिए.
We all ran to the stables, and those cutthroats were...
सीधा जाके लेफ्ट मार के सीधा, राइट 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 लेफ्ट।
Could do with a bite to eat.
हाँ हाँ खाने का है, मेरे को पता है।
Watch what you're doing. There's people walking here.
अरे बाबा हंट्समैन है इधर। और क्या है यहाँ पे? अभी इधर अंदर घुसने के बाद ना FPS गिरता देखा। अभी है, अभी इधर से अंदर जाएगा ना, गिरा गिरा। 22 21 19 18 17 14 देखा। कितना लैग होता है इधर से अंदर आने के बाद बराबर। दो घंटे सो के रानी का हार चोरने को देखते हैं।
Welcome, Henry. I'm glad you're here.
तो ही नहीं है वो अभी तक। चाय चिकन कड़ी से खड़े रह के करती क्या है? कभी सोएगी ये? ये नॉर्मल टाइम के लिए भेंडी 190 एफपीएस गिरा एफपीएस वहां पर देगा। उसको मार भी नहीं सकता रे। उसको मारा तो आधे से ज्यादा मिशन तो बाद हो जाएगा। फिर खड़ी है इधर, पागल वागल है क्या थोड़ी। अभी तो उधर प्रेयर करेगी वो, कभी चोरने का फिर। अरे बाबा, अभी किधर जाने का यूजिट्स। ये सब जगह क्या है? बर्गर मतलब फाइंड आउट वेयर द लिम्पिक बैंड। तो डायरेक्ट मैप में देख के समझ ही जाता है।
Yeah.
जानी तुम।
I feel quite hungry.
And apples that will put a smile on your face.
God be with you.
Aye, there is one fellow with a limp. Can't imagine what you want with the likes of him, but that's your affair. He lives in a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Neuhof. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
अरे कितना हॉर्समैन का आ रहा है स्किल्स में वाइटैलिटी क्या है यू ब्लीड स्लोअर इफ यू डोंट इधर ओवररेट or go hungry for 5 consecutive days. You can dispel hunger with anything. For big poison. But neither will you have any point. When looting corpse, you will find more money. Reduce your chance of being discovered when there's a moment of cursor in pickpocket. When you are wanted, people will be less likely to recognize. Lower the noise of your attacks from behind will be 1/3 stronger. 1/3 stronger. ये फिलहाल इम्पोर्टेंट है.
Yeah.
Find out more about Limpy Loobish.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say you had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
अरे बाप रे, ये बेकार सीन है भाई.
Sakra.
बेकार मारा है रे.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
बेकार विषय.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Good day to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course, ask away.
Who was this Lubosh? Who was murdered?
That man Lubosh who was murdered. What was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner.
That's all. Thank you.
God be with you.
Marush.
How are
Guys,
you?
whoever is watching the stream, please hit the like button.
I've come...
I don't know how I could...
Who was this Lubosh who was...
You could see at first glance he was no good.
Have you noticed anything suspicious?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhoff was raided?
Peace.
I don't think he was home.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friend?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this.
That's all. Thank you.
पेरिश प्रीश से बात कर। प्रीस्ट किधर है अभी? इधर पूछ के मतलब ही नहीं है, मतलब इधर से बाहर निकलते एफपीएस ड्रॉप हो रहा बहुत। चिकट कर। अभी देख कैसा चल रहा है गेम। ये ना
Good day to you.
That man.
Come to think of it, he was in church. I was wondering.
Do you know anyone Lubosh?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Do you know?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
That's all. Thank you.
God be with you.
Thank you. God be with you. मेरे प्रीस्ट से ही बात करनी है। Father, you know how to build song?
Blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sahanish of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhoff, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child. All sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhoff was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhoff raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Take care now.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Uzhets women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege.
क्या चल
And it's
रहा है इधर
unsafe.
क्या में?
All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. Take care now.
Game saved.
Yeah.
क्या सीन इधर देखना पड़ेगा भाई. अरे बाप रे, क्या चल रहा है? मेन क्वेस्ट साइड में रह जाता है, ये फालतू में नहीं चाहिए वो सब क्वेस्ट चालू है।
What do you need?
बाप रे,
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
ये क्या
Do you know
रिप्लाई
who
करने का
Lubosh
तरीका
used
है
to
भाई?
spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
That's all. Thank you.
I've come from the priests. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
Don't you know that witches get burned alive?
There's no need for trouble. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
So what did you let them?
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
Yeah. I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea or the clink of their coin? What kind of...
One that will show you a world no one else can see, a place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the... I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks...
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're...
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly,
Guys, whoever is
folk
watching
might
the
see
stream,
it
please
as
hit the like
witchcraft.
button.
And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though. What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and what...
Very well.
Thank you 1,000-fold. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
बोलते रास्ते पे जा रहा था. आ गया. नहीं करता जा लाइक. अरे करने का रे. लाइक करना प्रायोरिटी होनी चाहिए. ये क्या है?
Yeah.
या बे. अरे दिखा बे.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone there. अंधा है क्या? अंधा है? शिट्टू कहीं का.
Yeah.
What's that?
Jesus!
What in the...
Slata.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
अच्छा चल गुड नाइट. पहले ही लेट सोया हूँ. जल्दी जाना है.
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? More money?
तेरे तू मजा है. नहीं बाबा. खाए के मजे. She'd like to know what.
It's not about the money. She's concerned about your health. That ointment can be dangerous, and she wants me to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
She said that. But I can't believe it's all that serious. If she's really worried, tell her to come with us to the crossroads at night. But not a word to anyone else.
Is someone there?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Veera.
I heard something about a magic ointment.
You heard that where?
The herb woman said.
Gertrude?
That's not the point. The ointment.
Thanks for...
एक सेकेंड, हर एक इसका अलग है क्या? Go to the follow the woman to the woods.
What's that? Hey?
He can't stand the smell of garlic. Hates
के पीछे जाने
Who's
का
there? Answer me.
Hey, who?
It came from over...
I've come in the...
Ask away.
Have you...
Going on out there? The only thing...
Do you know what Lou Bosch...
What do I care about that?
Do you know who...
He was always...
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.
एक सेकेंड पीछे रह गई इसकी बैंड.
way!
Huta.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
What? Who told you that? Was someone asking around?
Gertrude sent me.
And what did she say? Does she want to add something to the ointment?
No. She's worried about what you'll do with it. What I've heard already amounts to a burning offence.
Wait. Really?
If someone buys witching ointment, what am I supposed to think they want it for? Let me take a wild guess. Witchcraft. And witches deserve to burn.
We're doing no wrong. We go to the woods alone, at night, and we hurt no one. I won't say any more. You might twist it against us.
Who are you?
Ow!
Yeah.
Go to the village women's meeting at dusk. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
क्या होता है देखना पड़ेगा. क्या सीन है. कभी आएगा ये बुढ़ा.
There, that's a lot better.
ये तो उधर ही रहेगा. सात बज गया शाम के.
A tankard of ale from me.
God be with you. Good luck then.
इला बहुत महंगा है रे.
right, all right.
concubine क्या रहता है क्या
I'll
वहाँ?
bring it right away.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
king बनेगा ना तो मजा आएगा.
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest.
I'll fetch it right away.
And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujits, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even... I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. Judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling account.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
God bless them.
You know what they say.
But this is a bit more mysterious than it.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical, condemning vices, and of course describing them in detail. The tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the Church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no... Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
The congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
All the best.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wild... If he got out of...
Time pass kar
Where
raha.
can I... Do you like it?
Yeah, enjoy.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think
Politician
themselves,
type
but
ho
are
gaya
afraid
ye.
to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have...
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first. Thank... Oh, it's getting quite late.
What do you suppose?
Well, enjoy it, Father. I have to go now. I'm not much in the mood for a drink.
I thought you'd be more game.
So you won't help me out with that secret?
No, I won't.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I feel quite hungry.
कौन बता सकता है अभी किधर है
My pleasure.
God be with...
The parish priest here...
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learned to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happen.
Godwin won't tell me who Lubosh's cronies were. I've reached a complete standstill.
I told you, no one ever came here to see him. If he was meeting anyone, it must have been somewhere else.
But where? I can't go around the whole county asking, can I? I could end up in Kuttenberg.
You might. They might even have records of that scoundrel there. But maybe you don't have to go that far. I just remembered he once boasted to me that he had a record in Rattay. There might be some mention there of who was with him at the time.
Thank you for your help.
Rattay.
May the Lord watch over you.
अभी किधर है अपन? पूजिट्स हटाए जाने के नहीं जाए क्या कहावत रे.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woman owned up to meeting at night, then doing something what that I. टाइम वेस्ट करना पड़ रहा है. कौन सा नाइट मतलब कितना नाइट? पूरा नाइट क्या?
Yeah. Yeah.
मेरे को लगता है बराबर 12 बजे का बात चालू है ये. वो तो मेरे सामने ही चल रही है अभी.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
अभी जाने का कभी?
Good day to you. I've come.
Of course.
Do you know? That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Yeah. Yeah.
कभी खुलेगा क्या मालूम है। खुलेगा खुलेगा, अभी घंटी बजाए ना, प्रीस्ट ने घंटी बजाए, मतलब अभी खुलना तो चाहिए।
God.
Greetings.
Is this
I suppose I... For how long?
just the one night?
No problem.
Here you go.
You've got it all?
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings. May the Lord watch over you.
Let's have a word about the...
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
कुछ तो खाया बाबा, सो जाता है अभी, अच्छा खासा नींद लेता है फटाफट। 8 घंटा सोने आने का है। ये तो इवनिंग है, ये तो इवनिंग है ना.
But oh, wait until you get them in your mouth. Come right up.
नेट जा रहा है कि क्या है, समझ नहीं आ रहा. चल चल जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. क्या करते देखने का है ये लोग का. अरे बाबा, कुछ हॉरर मत दिखाओ. पर वो भेंडी काट के रखा था ना वो बंदे को, क्या नाम उसका, लिम्प लिम्प लुबॉश कुछ तो. अरे अरे अरे, गेम देखो गेम. एपियर तो नहीं, अचानक नेट गया था लगता है. जरा चेकिंग्स, नेट गया था लगता तो है. पर ये गेम नेट पे चलता है क्या?
What do you want?
I'm here to keep an eye on you.
We don't need anyone looking after us. Who sent you anyway?
Gertrude, the herb woman, sent me.
Is she really that worried about us? Why didn't she come herself?
She's old, and running around at night in the woods isn't good for her health. So she sent me to watch over you.
Oh dear. If you
क्या
can
scene
swear
नहीं
you'll
लगा.
keep your mouth shut, then come with us. But you'll have to act like you're not there. And don't you dare make a sound.
I agree.
Have my word on it.
Stay out of things. Just watch at a distance. If Gertrude is worrying we might get poisoned, you'll be at hand to help.
Fair enough. You won't even notice I'm here.
क्या करने का, अटक क्यों गई है? वुमन सायरा लाईक करशील एक शॉट टाकला एक चॅनल करतो ना भाई आत्ता करतो वेट
वहाँ मेरे लिए मैप ही गायब हो गया।
आवाज डायरेक्ट फेस काढलाय का 3 किल 4 किल अरे एक नंबर एस ना मेरी जान देखा मैं एस तेरा अच्छा डिफ्यूज पण करायचं होतं विसरलास का अरे बाबा रे नाइस नाइस वेरी नाइस डन ब्रदर
Yeah. Yeah.
थँक यू असंच सपोर्ट अरे 100% रे सपोर्ट काय सपोर्ट आहे का गुड नाईट येस गुड नाईट लव यू अच्छा मेरा टाइम खत्म हो गया है क्या
Good luck then.
I feel quite hungry.
अरे झोप
Take care.
नाही का बाय बाय लव यूज trespassing नहीं रे प्लीज झोप तर आहे आता अर्धा तासात झोपीन हा एक मिशन हे 2 मिशन करून फक्त झोपायचं ते मग गेम संपत नाही रे पडली बघ
Good morning.
Is there somewhere I could sleep?
But you've already...
Yes.
No problem, but you pay in advance.
तुझ्या आईला इतना
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price?
नाही रे मजा कसली
Agree?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
180 में ही माने की लगता है पर
You've got it all to yourself. No one will disturb you. Good luck then. God bless.
you can
you
sleep
star.
here. You can also
Oh
have
well,
your
I wouldn't
common
mind a bite to eat, actually.
and bonus. All your हो ही जाता है। अभी क्या ही करूँ इतने टाइम भाई। देख इतने टाइम तक अगर मैं उधर जाके आ सकता है क्या? किधर जाने गए हैं बाप रे राटा है। जाके तो आ सकता है। किधर से किधर जा रहा है देख कितना लंबा है जहाँ आएगा। कितना बजे निकला? 7:30 को। बज रहे 10:30, 3 घंटे हो गए। 11:30, 4 घंटे। जब से अंदर आने का कितना नखरा है देखो। 5 घंटे ऑलमोस्ट। इधर बारिश हो रहा लगता। एफपीएस ज्यादा गिरा नहीं तो ठीक है। थर्टी 36, 38, 39, 40। मतलब 4 घंटे लगता है मेरे को। अभी ये 4 घंटे में निपटाने का है जो कुछ भी है।
Bread! Bread!
Oh, god damn it, my stomach hurts. Good health. Mass.
इबर से बात करना, स्क्राइब से बात।
Good day to you.
I need to have a look in the Black Chronicle, Friedrich.
and I need blessed relief from my suffering. May the Lord have mercy.
Well, I don't know what I can do for you except bring you a priest.
I'm not dying yet. I just can't get up.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm on the trail of those killers from Neuhof, and I need to know the names of the men who were sentenced alongside Limpy Lubosh from Uzhitz.
I can't remember. Once I write the record down, it goes straight out of my head.
It's essential that I find out those names. Is there anything I can do to help you get back to work?
I can't go to work when I can't stand on my feet. Konyash the apothecary has an embrocation that helps, but it costs dearly. If you brought me some, it might do the trick.
All right, I'll try and get some for you.
Take care now.
What's he doing?
रुको रुको याची कटकट इतने देर ढूंढ के अभी मिला है. त्याच्यात तर आईच्या गावात. तो भूख लग रही है इतना ना. Continue according to the clues in the black get embroidered. I have to go to the there really was a mention of Nubish colony.
Good day to you.
So, are you happy with your new cook, Merchant Hagen?
Happy? It's a fucking nightmare.
Well, what's the matter? I chose her according to my best knowledge and conscience.
She certainly knows how to cook. Her food is excellent. But her stories...
Stories?
More like sermons, actually. All about the evils of Mammon, how Jesus... No doubt, Father Francis was a saint with...
Well, the main thing is she knows how to cook, isn't it?
True. Her trout braised in wine with spices. Honestly fit for a king, I must admit. And she can manage all the house...
So, it seems things worked out well enough, didn't they?
Well, I asked for a cook and you sent me one, but...
Exactly. I did what you asked. So, about my reward.
Do you really think you deserve one?
Well, considering the time and effort I put into it.
I'm sorry, but I'm still not satisfied. We can talk about it later if things work out. God be with you.
साला हरामखोर एकदम हरामखोर है और इसकी तो अलग से मारूंगा साले की हरामखोर.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
I'll be with you. I'll be with you.
I feel quite hungry.
Good day to you.
The Lord watch over you.
कम में बेच रहा था ये.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, see now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
एम्ब्रोकेशन क्या रहता है अभी? एक सेकेंड. एम्ब्रोकेशन एक सेकेंड, क्या लिखा है इधर? नहीं दिख रहा है. Embrocation, a type of alchemy potion in kingdom. अच्छा, ये ब्रू करने कह रहे हैं इस बहन की. ब्रू कैसा करेंगे अभी वो ब्रू करने के लिए स्कीम में? जान दो, अभी अपने को जाने का है उलिट्स क्या है। 4 घंटे तो ऐसे भी लगते रहे भाई। ये बाबा लेट पहुंचेगा, मैं ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को। नहीं पहुंचूंगा टाइम पे, मेरे ख्याल से एग्जैक्ट टाइम पे पहुंचूंगा मेरे को। हम्म। पीछे जाना पड़ रहा रे बाबा।
We're all here. We can set off. Is it far? Not at all. But we should put the ointment on now. It takes a while to start working.
Where exactly do you put it on?
Well, there. You know.
I feel shy.
So playing games with the devil is all right, but dabbing some ointment on your
क्या
tummy
हिला?
is going too far.
किधर भी लगा रहे।
Don't peek for a bit. I'm not sure.
Don't worry. Plenty of women have tried it before us.
What if it does work? What if he does appear?
But that's what we want, isn't it? Let's go.
किधर भी लगा है भाई। वो ऑइलमेंट वो लोग ने नीचे लगाया है। ताकि उनको उनके जो मरे हुए लोग हैं ना उनसे बात करने को मिलेगा। और वो भी कौन करेगा? डेविल। डेविल कराएगा ये सब। अलग ही सीन लग रहा है। वो ऑइंटमेंट को टाइम लगता है बोला है। अभी क्या सीन क्या मालूम कितना टाइम लगता है। बहुत ही ज़्यादा लंबा जा रहा है। उधर लाइट है ना, इधर इधर लाइट आएगी, उधर जा। कुछ धुआं आ रहा है उधर से, विषय लग रहा है मेरे को। एक तो रात के 4:30 बजे खेल रहा हूँ मैं। थोड़ी सी बुढ़ी है लगता है। यही आराम आराम से चल रही है।
We're here. We all know what to do, don't we?
I'm not altogether sure.
Watch the
Gertrude didn't want to
movement.
say anything about that. So all we know is what we came up with ourselves. Damn. I feel all peculiar, though.
The ointment is the main thing, and we'll think up some chant or two.
Just let's get it over with, quick. I keep hearing weird noises.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done? When... Damn it!
The battle's lost and won. What's that nonsense you're bubbling?
I didn't make it up. It came out of me all by itself.
My vision's flesh.
I hear someone coming. Who's there? Is it you, Kuta?
No, I'm still over here.
What's going on here?
Welcome, Prince of Darkness. And make yourself at home.
What would you like us to do? We will fulfill your every wish if you fulfill ours.
ये क्या सीन है अभी?
Prince of Darkness? What in God's name are you babbling about?
Why are you testing us?
Testing you? Jesus Christ, what have you been smearing on yourselves?
A magic ointment from the herb woman? We are ready to pleasure you, Lord. In return, all we ask is that you rid us of the humans. And if you won't rid us of them, then help us get away from here. Give us riches, so we can start a new life in the city.
I'll give you anything you ask.
I knew it. Thank you, my lord.
In return, you'll have to... Shit. I feel very weird.
Oh, that ointment. You smeared the ointment on me.
Fear not, my lord. Nothing will happen to you. It's all part of the ceremony.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? What did you do to me?
तुझे एला में ही बेहोश पड़ी है.
Are you quite well after your long journey?
Huh? Long journey? What?
From the gates of hell to here. When will you take care of the humans? And why don't you
घोड़ा
have
बात कर रहा है क्या?
horns and hooves and a goat's tail, like the priest said? Flying on a branch?
How come you're a talking mare?
What mare? Does your sight deceive you? I'm Vera, and I turn many a young man's head in Ujits.
I got rid of my horns and hooves along the way, and keep my tail in my breeches. Only get it out for special occasions.
I hope there'll be one soon enough.
Actually, I wanted something else.
What's that, oh Lord?
Will you serve me and do all I tell you to?
Oh yes, our Lord of Hellfire. We'll do whatever you want. Just rid us of those wretched humans. Which one will you take first?
Me! Take me!
No, me.
What about the other?
Kuta! You chicken! Speak up!
I want you, Mare. Vera.
I knew it. Come on. Come closer to me.
I am the devil, the prince of darkness and ruler of arise to consort.
That was tough. Oh, but I'm all dizzy again.
What is wrong with you? Is something going to come of it or not?
I need to sleep.
Bugger sleep! What was that? What is it? Someone coming!
Ah!
Had enough?
Damn, did that hurt?
Oh, weaken.
विजय चिकन मेरा ये किधर है मेरा अरे इधर तो फंसा रहेगा पूरा ही कट कट चाइला वाइटा के रे सेव करना चाहिए था तभी गेम सेव हुआ नहीं आई गेस नहीं सेव किया ही नहीं था डायरेक्ट गया ना उधर चाय तक हो रहे
Yeah.
God be. Well, it's
God be with you.
I feel quite hungry.
ग्राउंड किधर है कुछ है ही नहीं लूबस 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 लूबस
Damn it, I'm hungry.
किधर है अलकमी
Yeah.
हाँ रुको मैं देखा था वो कुछ तो किस्से तो बना थे इधर है। Open it with E and always best to follow the recipe. E on the recipe. ये नहीं चाहिए हट. Whoever suffers from fever, headache should put it on. है 30% लाऊंगा ये नहीं. Penalties on stats following. 20% bandages are 20%. You have been exceptional. Is a plan and और क्या मिशन कर सकते हैं अभी बचा क्या है.
Stop! I need to search you. Show me what you've got concealed.
What?
For security reasons.
I'm carrying an important dispatch. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Yeah, all right. Go ahead then.
था क्या पर मेरे पास? पढ़ना पड़ेगा ये वाला बुक में. इधर वाले इसमें.
Yeah. Yeah.
क्या सीन भाई, क्या सीन.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
खा के ही जाता है, अभी आया तो.
Yeah.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah.
Can I ask... what kind of... What do you...
I hear he's on...
What?
He'll be the governor here in a few years. Sir Hanush is just his guardian until he comes of age.
What's life like in...
Till Sigismund came, and then...
What will become...
I'd like to know the answer.
Perkstein is a fine castle.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out, and I can move back into my chambers.
Do you know who those soldiers of Sigismund's are, Cap?
They call them...
Thank you.
Training combat with the
If you want to really hurt your opponent, it's no use just flailing at him and hoping you get lucky. You need technique, but using skilled moves is no easy matter. There's no miraculous strikes you can learn that will ensure you win every duel. You've got to work those techniques into your combat, force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly. See? I strike from overhead, then slash from the side, and back swing low down. So you expect me to strike from below, but then I turn the sword and strike you with the other side. Once more. Defend. Now, you try it. Strike from above, then from the right, then slash. The strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below. Go! No, no, no! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. Try to catch the rhythm. As soon as one blow lands, change the target zone and strike again, right away. Don't stop. No, no, no! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. No, no, no! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. No, no, no! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. Try to catch the rhythm. No, no, no! You have to strike me 3 times. 3 times. Try to catch the rhythm. That's it. Try it once more.
आता जाऊन झोपतो मी. सोता है अभी मैं जाके, क्योंकि मेरे को अब भी नींद आ रहा है. इतनी देर नींद नहीं आया मेरे को, तो मेरे को अभी जाना पड़ेगा, सोना पड़ेगा.
Hey,
चुप रे. जो भूख लाया है वो पड़ता है ना जरा. कड़क काम हो गया. उसको बेच के आता है वो. रिंग, नेकलेस और कुछ था. और मतलब मैंने बुक ढापा ही नहीं उधर से. मेरे को लगा गुल छर्रे उड़ा रहा है बीबी के साथ.
I'm glad.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's. I'll be with you.
ये भी दे देता है ना. इसको नहीं बेचूंगा साले. बहुत कम में ले रहा है यार.
Let's have a word about the price. What about this?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. Finally, a reasonable sum.
270 में गया. बंदी के पास से एल्केमी सीखना पड़ेगा. बुड्ढी जिधर. एक सेकेंड. इसके पास कुछ ट्रेनिंग के लिए था लगता. इसके पास क्या था ट्रेनिंग.
I'd like you to teach.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skills.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Maybe another.
Take care.
भाई 540 मांग रहा है. जा इच्छी कटकट इसकी. उसके बाप से सीखना पड़ेगा कुछ तो. लॉक पिकिंग 1.1 की एक रोशन है मेरे पास. बुड्ढे.
God be with.
I hear you're a.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Agree?
That's not enough. Agreed. Now listen up. Take care.
Lock picking. इससे थोड़ा लॉक पिकिंग का
I hear you're able to open.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my...
First, you have to have some skills to help.
Well, I'll think it over.
I'll see you later. Yeah. Yeah.
पानी भर के ला रहे देखा
God be with. Would you teach me?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right, but
Isn't that quite... Are we agreed?
that's not enough. Agreed. Now listen up.
May the Lord...
Scribe Friedrich needs the embrocation for his joints.
What, again? He was here not long ago for some. He ought to make it last longer. I told him not to grease himself up so much. It could cause... the older he gets, the more foolish he is. Well, did he tell you such salvation is costly? Have a look in the shop for yourself.
अरे क्या करने गए?
Can we do something about the...
Well, we...
Since it's you...
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. All right, so...
ये गेम के अंदर चले गया था. Read. Miraculous elixir drop joint healing. You will need to. Eyebright, Valerian Poppy. इधर लैग होता है.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well...
What about this?
Well, a little more... Finally, a reasonable...
You will need oil, a handful of eyebright, one poppy, drop the poppy and valerian. Drop poppy and valerian. Drop poppy and valerian. Hala? Hi, Bright. पॉपी और वॉलेरेंट डालना था, निकलते थे आए ब्राइट डाल। चिकट कर वॉलेरेंट और बोर है तो पॉपी है। पॉपी और
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well,
Since it's you,
it'll take more than that to persuade me.
I'll go.
Poppy and Valerian into Poppy and Valerian. अभी तक एक है drop the blind the eye brand. ये जाता है बाबा, मैं 5:30 हो गया फालतू।
Stop right there. I have to search you.
Where's your torch?
Come on.
You must be up to no good, sneaking around in the dark. Light a torch before the catchpoles see you.
What's going on?
Orders of his lordship.
I'm carrying an important dispatch. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Well,
Ow! Learn how to ride a horse, idiot.
इतना अटक क्यों रहा है अभी गेम?
Yeah.
सोने का दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है। किधर है किधर है किधर है किधर है किधर है बुक्स किधर है? चलो ये निकल रहा हूँ मैं। थैंक यू सो मच आने के लिए जो कोई भी आया स्ट्रीम पर। धन्यवाद। लव यू ऑल्स।